The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... A French philosopher once maintained that the history of the ancient world was the result of the shape of Cleopatra's nose. The day of the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon was suffering from such stomach. The 100 Years' War began when the King of France sent the English king a can of tennis balls. The motives that drive men to action or to fear their downfall are often trivial. But the results are not. Boundaries are changed forever. People die in holocausts, not of their own making. Faith and faith from the chain of events that began with a sleepless night.
You heard it has been rendered, Percy. You and your comrades have been unguilty and suffering.
But you're on your side.
That is how it appears to you.
We're fighting to save your village.
No, Sergeant, you are not. You are fighting to destroy it. And we will not let you.
Our mystery drama, No Man's Land, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Percy Granger and Tony Roberts. It was sponsored in part by True Value Hardware Stores and Sinus, the sinus medicine. I'll be back shortly with Act One. The great German dramatist Gotthold Lessing said, "There are things which must cause you to lose your reason, or you have none to lose." He may have had in mind the horrors of war. We may say that it is loss of reason which starts wars in the first place. But what about the happiest victims? When the whole world seems mad, what prospects have those at the very vortex of the confusion of maintaining their sanity? And to what length will they go to protect their lives? We're in northern France, near the Belgian border. It is 1944. The Allied drive for Berlin is moving ahead in full force. You wanted to see me, Captain?
Yes. We'll pull up the ground for us, We just got orders from the First Army headquarters to get them over the Sound River by Friday.
Right. What's the day after tomorrow?
My family will be strictly working up north. Now, we have got to get up there and put the pressure on the Germans left flank. Now, my engineer has the job of putting up a pontoon bridge over the river.
And my plan?
Two possible places the bridge could go. I've already set out at the hill and took out one.
And we take out the other.
Yeah. Here's a detailed map of the area. This is the road I want you to stop, and get my engineers up to the river a lot faster. You don't have to wait for support, you know? But I'm not sending them out without it, if there's any sign of the land.
Establish radio contact when we reach the river?
Yeah. And report any sign of enemy activity. We'll take whatever route looks to take us, huh? Now, you take this now. It's about 7 miles to cover. And if you any resistance, it's more than a couple of hours.
Yes, sir.
Aerial reconnaissance shows there's no heavy German armor across the river, so there should be any conflict. You can tell your men this is purely a routine mission.
Oh, what hot day, son. Hey, how much further is Berlin anyway? You could hop a plane and be there in 2 hours. I'd rather leg it and shoot it out with the Jerry. That's what it's all about, ain't it? Well, I wouldn't say that's the point of it, but that may be unavoidable. Signal the others to hold up.
We must be about halfway over. We'll rest a few minutes.
Hey, you guys, take 5. Cigarette, son?
No, thanks.
Hey, this river we're headed for, Tom. Now, didn't that figure in World War I?
Yep. The Battle of the Somme was the bloodiest battle in history. Took over 1 million lives. They fought back and forth over this area for more than 2 years. Neither side got it yet. The whole area was a wasteland. Looked like the surface of the moon.
Surface of the moon? I agree, ain't it? Look at these fields and them woods over there.
Amazing how the land regenerates. I mean, you'd never noticed in a war hero.
Yeah, well, I'm beginning to have my doubts about this one.
Get on all right?
What have I got? What have I got for this? It looks like Bill. Jackson calling over to him. Now, where did that stuff come from anyway?
It sounded like a field up ahead of us.
You see anything?
No. I'll see you.
I know Jackson said when he comes down.
This is the rest of the men over here.
They have to come across the road.
Well, over there, they're exposed.
Okay, son. Oh, bring it on in. You can't cover them, son?
I can't tell where the shots are coming from.
It's a horse.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Crank up your radio, will you? Get us in touch with headquarters.
Something's supposed to be on Jerry's out here.
How's Mars?
Huh? He ain't moving.
Hello. Well, you think you can reach him?
Hello. Looking fine.
Hello, Georgewood. Can't you get them, Jackson?
No.
All right, let me try. Hello. Georgewood, can you read me? This is Sergeant Fraser. Come in, Georgewood. No, wait. We'll get him something. Hello, Georgewood.
Well, what the heck is that?
No. Georgewood, this is Sergeant Fraser. Do you read me?
It sounded like music.
Oh, we must have picked up something in the area, or else the Germans are joining us. How's Morris?
He stayed too.
All right, that leaves 5 of us.
What are we going to do, Sarge? Listen, I say we light out ice. It don't sound to me like there's any more than half a dozen of them.
We weren't able to make radio contact now. We're going to have to turn around, try and get back to camp and let them know what we ran into.
Cut! He was hitting. He's hitting the back. You know, they're behind us, too. Now, we can't go back. They got us surrounded.
Well, we got to get off the road. Let's head into that field of tall grass up there. Let's go.
Well, I think we got around them somehow, Sarge.
All right, hold up. I'm going to have a look at the map.
Trying to figure out where we got ourselves to.
Now, Johnny. First of all, you come off the road about here. Try the radio again. Okay.
We headed north by northeast.
All good. It's Corporal Jackson. You getting my signal? Dogwood, we sure would appreciate some response.
Listen, something's coming through. It's that music again, Sarge. What is it? You recognize it?
No. I don't get it. We should be able to make contact with you.
You want me to keep on trying?
No. There's a rise of ground up ahead of us. Maybe we'll have better luck with transmission up there.
Well, I don't see any signs of Jerry anywhere. You think we lost him?
Well, they probably just had a patrol out on this side of the river. So let's spread out. Now, there's no point in making one big target of ourselves. Jackson, you and Coolidge plan out that way. We'll move up on my left.
Well, what do we do if we still can't make contact?
Well, we're going to have to try finding our way back, Jackson. Let's go.
That You okay? You okay? Captain, hold it. They ain't putting their heads up. Come on.
Oh, no. You couldn't tell which was which. It's just you and me.
Where the heck did that shell come from?
The direction of the river. The Germans must have a battery set up on the other side.
Well, we've got to warn the captain now. Get down here! Come on, hey, it looks like there's a gully around the base of that rise.
I feel about worn out.
I just want to say to get them fair and square.
We should be pretty near the river now. You take a peek over this rise, maybe we can see where it's coming.
Well, you do not guess.
Hey.
Look up there. You can see them?
No. Look down there. There's a building. If we can make it there, it'll be a darn sight better than being out here in the open.
After we got in the first door, we come to Oh, man, boy, I didn't think we made it.
Are you okay?
Yeah. What is this? What is this place anyway? Looks like some kind of old shed. Got a window.
I want to know where we are.
Looks like a nice little town. What's left of it?
Hey, that's funny.
What?
Well, we're to the river, right?
Well, you can see it right out the window here. It's on the other side of town.
Yeah? Well, according to the map here, there's no town on this river at this point. Huh?
Yeah? Well, according to the captain, there wasn't supposed to be any German army in this area either. Five of our guys are dead. Well, I tell you, something's really gone through it.
Yeah. Yeah, it isn't over yet. Look out the window. Look what's coming towards us.
What's the man walking up the street? What did you look at him? He's dressed up all in black. He's even got a bowler hat on.
Anyone else?
No, just him.
Well, that he's not even wearing the bowler.
Where do you suppose he's going in the middle of this big cliff?
What? There's your honest.
Well, did he see it? Well, how did he know we're here?
I don't know.
Oh, he must be crazy to be out there. What in the world is going on?
It requires, someone once said, more bravery to overcome the weariness and lassitude of old age than it does to win the battle. But let us not underrate the courage required of ordinary men called upon to leave their peacetime occupations and take up arms. And when to the certain violence of battle is added the unnerving overture of mystery, yes, that is something few men would face, if they had the choice. I return shortly to that speech. All life is a battle of the individual with the universe. We are defined not by what we do, but how we respond to those forces outside ourselves that seek to control our lives, moment to moment. At the present moment, in our story, Craig and Wooster are faced with a protection situation indeed. Up to a point, it's normal enough, normal for wartime, that is. Let him down by enemy fire in a small French village. But who is the mysterious man in black who has walked up the main street of the town, oblivious to bombardment, and who seems anxious to speak to them? And what will they do?
You want it? Oh, no. How do we know his son? He's in danger, for Pete's sake. Let's let him inside first, then ask questions. He should be in German. All right. You cover the door with your rug. You can let him in now. I am ready. Yeah. You quiet? You better get in here quick before you get hurt. Percy? But I am not worried about that. Are you from this city? I am. So let me to introduce myself. I am Emile Baudet, the mayor of Gaston. Gaston? That's the name of this place? This town, Sergeant. Not a place. It is a town. Sorry, we couldn't find it on the map. This man is fighting with Janet Moore. Is he your comrade? Okay, all right. Well, how do we get here now, sir? You carrying a weapon, Mr. Teitel? I am not armed. What's going on, then? We could have gotten killed. How do you know we were here? They saw you run into our village and into this bed. This way, the other little girl and I. You been under attack long? Yes. For a very long time. Now, take a tell you this, but what we see is what we got. Not see it when we see the wrong. Good. Sergeant? Our main force is still a day and a half away. We won't be able to lift the streets until Lake Edward. I have been sent to Dexter. By whom? My fellow villagers. Will you come with me? Where? Okay. Yes. Down to the church in the main square. With all them bombs falling, aren't you crazy? Come with me? But Mr. Baudet, I told you there's only two of us, and we got to try to get back to our unit. There's nothing we can do. There isn't much time. What time before? Well, we said we are in and be struck by one of those days. Well, I'd rather take my chances in here than outside. You will be hit, I promise you. Is that in town? How did that guy know? I don't know, but he says all right. You can't stop. Hey, listen. I am on earth. Please, come with me now. Take me into all the country. I wish I had his confidence. Wait a minute. You can't These gentlemen, they start. Oh, we're pleasure. Yeah, this looks like a good, solid piece of this. Take care of it. Hey, thanks, mister. Your eyes will soon adjust. Please, follow me. Wayne Teitel, who is there? That's a good idea. There we are. Hey, looks like the whole village is out here. Well, there must be 200 people. That's the way it's working. And now, please, give me your weapon. What? We are in the church. No, we can't do that. I think we're okay this time. It's a trap, I don't see any trouble. But we have got to try and get back on it. Maybe we can't have really start. No, hope it's really on the way. Okay, it's Baudet. Weapons. Thank you. I will entrust them to the baby. The baby? My friends, here are the two soldiers who entered our town. They are Americans.
Shoot them! You keep them in the square.
What?
You must die.
Hey, didn't you hear what your mayor said? We're Americans.
Hey, hello, Gilbert. Please, Teitel.
Sarge, I think we ought to get out of here. There's too many people between us and the stairway.
Please, we must begin the trial.
Trial? Of who? Us? What for?
You are soldiers, are you not?
No. No, I'm a garage mechanic who just happens to have been drafted and sent over here to liberate your country.
You are in uniform, and you are armed.
Well, we ain't on now, but boy, I tell you, I wish the job, the fact we were. Now, listen to me, can you hear that bombing up there? You're under attack by the Germans, and we're here to save your village. We're going to put up a pontoon bridge over the Somme so our troops can drive them back. And the longer you keep us here, the longer it's going to take for that bridge to get built.
You don't care which side you're on.
I am convening this session of the People's Court of the village of Gaston.
That's got to be joking.
David, explain the accused if necessary.
What are we accused of?
Of waging war, of destroying our village.
We were only taking cover from enemy shell fire.
And why is the enemy destroying firing? Because you're here.
The Germans testify.
We are not for the Germans or for the Americans. We are for ourselves. No gun in uniform is on our side. There is not a person in this room who has not had to endure loss and suffering from the ravages of war. We have nothing to do with fighting, but we are responsible victims. First, the Germans overrun us from one direction, and then they are pushed back, and the Allies overrun us from another, and so goes. And each time the smoke clears, more of our relatives and neighbors are dead, more of our houses are in ruins, more of our fields have been burned.
But you can't put up on fire for that.
But we can put around 5,000. In the town of Gaston, we have passed a law. No soul may enter our village on the pain of death.
Oh, but they're crazy. Now, we have walked in the whole town filled with crazy people. May I speak? Once we lay down the bridge, our troops can move across and drive the Germans back once and for all. Yes. I think the sheriff stopped. Now, we've got to get back. We are wasting time. We're going to keep all these Germans late. More those windows are covered with our guns.
Do the accused have any law to claim their defense?
Yeah, I've got something to say. I wouldn't fight for you people now if my life depended on it.
If we could believe you were sincere, Corporal, we might almost be persuaded to let you go.
Mr. Coquet, I know you're angry and I know you feel helpless, but you still know we're in the same boat. We don't have any more control over how we come to be here than you do.
Why are you here?
I told you we were sent to scout the river.
To choose a route for your army to take. And if you choose the road that goes through our villages, then once again Gaston is bombed and invaded. Is this not all pleasant?
You have my word for it, Coquet. With all the killing that's going on here, we won't be coming through Gaston. Sorry. See, how did he know that? Know what? How did he know that we were making a charge to Grant? You know, I'll bet they're the ones who jammed our radio. They killed Morrison and the others.
We did not kill anyone, Corporal.
Yeah, but how did you know, huh? Now, you answer me that. How did you know what we were doing?
It is time to render a verdict on this men.
Oh, well, where is your jury? You can't have a trial without a jury, or don't you believe in that either?
Every man and woman in this room is the jury. The whole village will cast their vote.
The jury's decision has to be unanimous.
That is correct. If someone as a single person dissents, you will not be found guilty. People of Gaston, all those who find the accused guilty as charged, signify by raising your hand. Is there anyone who will vote for their innocence? Judgment has been rendered. And the sentence, which must be passed in accordance with the law of this town, is death.
You aren't going to stop this war or save your village by executing us today.
Perhaps not. But sentence has been passed on Gaston, and now it has been passed on you.
Justice, as W.H. Auden once observed, is permission to touch just a wee bit harder than we have been touched. It is true that the revenge motive often accompanies justice, but the sentence passed by the town of Gaston on the two luckless American soldiers
seems excessively harsh by any standard. Can the two men escape their strange and awesome fate? We will conclude our story when I return with Act 2.
WBBM Chicago.
All life is a struggle for survival. And in wartime, there is no doubting the stakes. It is life or death. God is on the side of those with the big guns, George Bernard Shaw remarked cynically. Perhaps. But the unarmed civilians of Gaston are determined to strike back at the powerful warring armies in any way they can. And the victims of their outrage are two young American black slaves.
The two condemned men will permit themselves to be bound in preparation for their execution.
I ain't permitting anything.
Tie him up. I trust, Sergeant, that you will not make us fight you too.
You know, Baudet, that killing us isn't going to solve anything.
But it will perhaps serve as an example to the armies of both sides to stay out of Gaston.
No, it won't. When this is discovered, there'll be reprisals. You'll all be put on trial for murder.
As your comrade observed, the bombardment has stopped for the moment. We will take advantage of the lull. Let us take the prisoners outside.
Brewster, are you okay?
Oh, boy, my head hurts bad, Sarge. I can't even walk straight.
Lean on me. Lean on me.
Good, thank you.
Here we are.
Now, how do you plan to execute us?
By a firing squad, using your own weapons. You will stand here in front of this wall. It is one of the few walls that still remains in our village.
Who's going to shoot us, Baudet? Who's going to pull the trigger? You? Those old people over there? Those young kids? Who's going to do it?
It will be decided by lot. Every villager has been assigned a number. 4 people will be chosen.
Mm-hmm. Who's going to do the drawing?
I am.
Are you sure your number's in that hat along with the rest?
It is. And now, let us proceed. Number 63. Number 112. Number 14.
Monsieur Baudet, what is going on? Why is everyone here?
Amy, we thought you must surely be dead.
Oh, no.
But you were not with us in the church.
When those bombs started to go off, I hid in my room. I was too frightened to move. What are you doing?
He's choosing our executioners.
But what for?
They are soldiers.
Do they have to die?
You know the law.
Wait a minute. Does this woman live here?
I do.
Well, then she's got the vote. She's part of the jury.
But the vote has already been taken.
No, it has to be unanimous. That's what you said. Man, if you say so, they've got to let us go.
Oh, dear.
Amy, do not be afraid. Everyone else has also voted for their execution.
I'm sorry, Monsieur Baudet. Perhaps if I had been part of the crowd, I too would have raised my hand. But I cannot be the one.
But you must.
No, I'm sorry. But I vote to let them go.
You heard her, Baudet.
No, I cannot permit it. The others will not allow.
But if we let them go, if we let them take our message to the outside world, if these two can tell what they have seen here, how our village has been destroyed, and how so many of us have died, and if just one person will listen, would this not be better than if we kill them?
Perhaps you are right, Amy. It is not likely that it will matter. I do not hold out such hope. But at least the verdict of the people of Gaston will be heard by the world.
How's your head?
Well, a lot better from being out of that town. Huh. Hey, how come we're cutting across the field? Wouldn't we make better time sticking to the road, huh?
Well, we lost so much time because of that madness back there that I want to try finding Jackson's body and see if we can get the radio to work now. We've got to make contact with the captain and warn him not to come this way. Not with those German field pieces across the river.
There's the rise we were headed for when Coolidge and Jackson got hit.
Yeah. Their bodies should be right about here.
Oh, that shelling sure tore everything up then, and craters everywhere. Yeah, it looks like the surface of the moon. Sarge? What's the matter? Did I say something?
This is where they were. I remember the spot.
Well, there ain't no sign of them around here. Wow, the grass is all torn up. Well, we ought to be able to see them if they was here.
They're gone. Their bodies are gone. All trace of them.
You know, I'll bet them people came out and dragged them off so there wouldn't be no evidence.
No, the townspeople didn't kill them. Those shells were definitely coming from long-range guns across the river.
Well, who else would take them?
I don't know. Come on.
Hey, well, where are we going?
Back to the road. I want to see if Morrison and the others are still there.
Sarge, there they are. There. Right where they fell. You think those people killed them?
Oh, if it was the people of Gaston, these are the bodies you'd think they'd want to get rid of, wouldn't you?
Oh, no, it don't make no sense at all.
Well, we can't worry about it now. The main thing is to get back and report to the captain.
Hey, well, Sergeant.
Hello, Captain.
What happened? What are you doing back here? Why didn't you radio us?
We tried. We couldn't get through. Something was jamming us.
Oh. Well, where are the rest of your men? Piedmont there?
Yes. Except for Corporal Coggins.
Craig, what happened? What's the matter?
They're all dead. They ran into sniper fire about 4 miles down the road. 3 of the men were killed there.
Oh. Well, is it safe to send out an ambulance detail to pick them up?
Yes, sir. Yes, we didn't meet any resistance coming back.
The others?
Well, after the ambush, we left the road and cut cross-country towards the river. Jackson and Coolidge were hit by mortar fire.
Mortars?
Yeah, we ran into heavy fire from the other side of the river. I think we better build our bridge along the other route.
Well, we don't have any other choice. We've got to go your way.
Why?
Well, Sergeant Blevins just called in. He's the man I sent to scout the alternative route. Now, that section of the river is all white water and it's rapids. We could never get a bridge over that.
Captain, I don't know what the Germans have over there, but it's a heck of a lot worse than rapids.
Strange we didn't hear it.
You did?
Not a thing.
Well, but it went on for half an hour. There's a village there. It's practically in ruins.
Well, yeah, the wind was probably blowing the wrong way, carrying the sound in the other direction. Anyway, Sergeant, we've got to take that route, and we've got to move up ahead of schedule.
You're not waiting for support?
Can't. Support's been delayed. Fuel shortages back down the line.
Yeah, but that'll be suicide. I mean, once the Germans spot us, we'll be blown to pieces.
Look, I don't understand it. The aerial recon said there wasn't anything over there.
Oh, well, they must have figured out what we were going to try and do, and they must have moved their artillery into position last night.
Well, maybe. In any case, we got no choice. We got our orders. We're moving out in 1 hour. What's this village you mentioned?
It's called Gaston. It's right on the road. It's right by the Somme.
Gaston, no? It's not on our maps.
Yeah, I know, but it's there, all right. Corporal Coggins and I were almost killed there.
What do you mean? Is the town occupied?
No, we were put on trial.
Trial?
We holed up in an old shed on the outskirts while the shelling was going on, and the mayor of the town comes walking up the street, calm as you please, and escorts us to a church. The whole town was holed up there in the basement. They took our guns and they put us on trial.
What for?
For being soldiers.
But we're not the enemy.
As far as they were concerned, both sides are the enemy. They made soldiers illegal. They decided that was the only way they were going to survive. And any soldier who comes into that town is subject to death.
And the road we have to take runs right through there?
Yeah.
Well, did you tell them what we have to do? That we're just engineers?
Didn't make any difference.
Well, we gonna have trouble then? I mean, are they gonna start sniping at us?
Well, they kept our weapons.
Now, Sergeant, are you absolutely positive about this?
Yes, sir. Corporal Coggins can confirm it. What are you doing?
Calling in an airstrike
Airstrike?
on Gasson.
But they're civilians.
Civilians who tried to kill you and may try to kill my men.
But they're women. They're old people, kids.
Yes, with your weapons, and heaven only knows what else. No, Sergeant, I am not taking any chances.
Well, can't we try and talk to them?
There is no time to talk.
But,
Sergeant, dismiss. Now get your gear together and report back to me in 1 hour. You've been on the road, so I want you traveling in my Jeep.
I'm ready to go, sir.
Sergeant Razor, I want to talk to you.
Something wrong?
Yes, I'd say so. I've got the entire general staff at 1st Army headquarters looking for my head. The general himself is just on the phone to me.
Well, what's happened?
Half a dozen bombers on their way to help relieve the 9th Army were diverted to attack Gasson. Now, you have heard of the 9th Army, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
And you are aware of their situation?
Yes, sir. They're pinned down by the Germans.
Yes, their situation is desperate, Sergeant, and they aren't going to appreciate the fact that their air support was delayed to attack a target that wasn't even there.
Wasn't?
That's right. There is no village of Gasson. They flew over the area, and there was nothing.
Maybe they had the wrong coordinates, huh?
They crisscrossed the whole area just to make sure. Zero, Sergeant. Nothing but forest and meadowland.
But we saw it. We went through this insane trial.
Oh, I think you went through the roof of your mind. Either that or this was your idea of a joke.
Gasson doesn't exist.
Oh, no, it exists, all right. Or, rather, I should say, it did exist.
You mean the Germans had destroyed it by the time our planes arrived?
Yes, Sergeant, in a manner of speaking, I suppose you could put it that way.
I'm sorry, sir. I mean, the shelling had stopped when we left. I didn't know it was started up again.
It hadn't. The town of Gasson was destroyed 25 years ago. It was completely demolished during the First World War. It was caught in a no-man's land between the Central Powers and the Allies. So by the end of the war, there was nothing left to indicate the place had ever existed at all. Not a stone, Sergeant. Not a soul.
It's not possible, Captain. It's there, I tell you, it's there.
And furthermore, the pilots of those planes said there was no indication there had been any bombardment in that area whatsoever.
Really? Then how did Jackson and Coolidge die?
Sergeant, I don't know. But we are proceeding as scheduled. And maybe along the way, you'll remember. To the river, Sergeant. There's no sign of enemy fire or to your village.
It's around the next bend. It's got to be. I don't understand what happened to these fields.
What's wrong with them?
They were torn apart. There wasn't a blade of grass anywhere, and now look, it's like nothing happened.
Here we are. There's the river, and there is no village.
It's got to be here.
Craig, calm down.
No. We walked down the street. There was a church right there, right where those trees are.
Craig, you lost 5 men today. Believe me, I know what it's like. I know what it can do to a person.
Monsieur Baudet came and got us. We were put on trial.
But you cannot take that responsibility all on your own shoulders. You can't blame yourself. Our job now is to get on with building that bridge.
Sergeant. Listen. You hear that?
Hear what?
Same music that was on our radio.
Oh, Sergeant, you're hearing things. Let's go, huh? You'll probably never know for sure what actually happened.
But if we let them go, if we let them take our message to the outside world, if these two can tell what they have seen here.
What we saw?
What do you think, Craig?
How our village was destroyed, and how so many of us have died. And if just one person will listen.
Sergeant, what's the matter?
No, Captain. No, I think I do know. I think I do know what happened. A survivor of Hiroshima, who years later was still trying to understand the full meaning of what had happened, said, "It is impossible to invent a language which can comfort the guinea pigs who didn't know the cause of their death." The villagers of Gaston, by recreating the scenario of their destruction so that its message might reach the outside world, were trying to create just such a language. I'll return with the final word in a moment.
Hi, this is Michael Landon. You know, my family is the most important part of my life. So, family pictures mean a lot. That's why we get ours printed on Kodak paper. To me, Kodak says quality. You know, using Kodak film doesn't automatically get you Kodak paper. You've got to look for a store with a Kodak paper sign. Really, everybody does. That means me, too. Look for the Kodak paper sign when you get your pictures developed. And tell them Michael sent you.
Look out for Kodak paper for a picture. Reynolds Wrap. It's the wrap that makes holiday shine. Reynolds Wrap. Wrapped up work and saves you time.
For the holidays, 200-foot giant-sized Reynolds Wrap is a lot of aluminum foil with a lot of uses to protect food and leftovers in a refrigerator, to cover bowls, to heat up rolls, even for decorating. And because it's 200 feet, you won't run out of it in a hurry. Now with a 35-cent coupon on specially marked cartons. Limited time offer.
Reynolds Wrap.
Citizens of Gaston, by demanding that the memory of their terrible fate not be forgotten, were also demanding, in a way, that their souls be left in peace. But their quest was not yet over. Our story took place in the fall of 1944. That winter, the Germans took the Allies by surprise with a counterattack that became known as the Battle of the Bulge. And once again, the spot where Gaston had stood was ravaged by cannon fire. Only after the German thrust was repelled was the embattled earth beneath which reposed the souls of Gaston left in peace forever. Our cast included Tony Roberts, Earl Hammond, Teitel, and William Griffis. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Cousin, if you should find no one in there, all will be at an end between you and me.
As you wish. No, Josephina, we're not open it. In either event, we should be parted forever. What further reassurances do I need? Ah, that crucifix over the bed. I cannot remember seeing this here before. I know you are a Sunday churchgoer, madam. I've often heard you pray before retiring. Then, swear to me on this crucifix that there is no one in there, and I shall believe you. I will never open that door.
I swear it.
Louder. Take it in your hands and repeat. I swear before God that there is nobody in that closet.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Sign-Off, the Sinus Medicines, and True Value Hardware Stores.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
News follows on WBBM Chicago.